to Candid Conversations. My name is Candy Karaoke. It's always a joy to have you guys here. You're most welcome for another yet episode of these amazing conversations that we're gonna have in this place. So today, I'd like to address this particular, discussion to wives out there. If you're a married woman, these are some nuggets for you. And I'm sure by the time we are done with these conversations, so many marriages will be impacted. So I know we all know that one of the main needs for a man is respect. And as wives, if you're married like myself, we all, work to ensure that we give respect to our husbands. And, when you respect your husband, there are some things that this word respect would mean. It doesn't necessarily mean, the respect that we all think of, but it has a deeper perspective of, a deeper meaning and a broader way of how you look at this name respect, or the concept of respecting your husband. When we talk of respect, what exactly are we talking about? I know this is the question that most of us have in their minds. So, and I'd like to break it down into easy ways of, I've had people say, when my husband says his need is respect, what exactly is he talking about? And this is what he's talking about. Number one, you notice and acknowledge him. Yeah? You notice and acknowledge him. You acknowledge every little efforts that he puts in to making sure that your marriage or your family work. I know most husbands and fathers out there really put in the best efforts to ensure that their families are provided for, to ensure that their kids go to good schools, to ensure that their families are well fed. And at times it's easy to just take it for granted and just assume that after all, this is his responsibility to provide to the family. But if you're reasonable enough as a wife, you should be able to acknowledge the efforts that he puts on. Every single, however small it is, learn to accept and to appreciate and to acknowledge that, honey, I really appreciate what you do to ensure that we are well fed, we are provided, we feel protected, we feel you ensure that our space is safe, and really tell it to him, acknowledge it, appreciate it. I know it's easy to complain on things that he doesn't do, but how about to look at it like this? This year, you make it different. You keep acknowledging and appreciating every little effort. And Thanksgiving, even from the biblical perspective, Thanksgiving attracts more. As you keep acknowledging and appreciating him, you're giving him the zeal and the energy and the passion to keep doing it. And of course, it feels good when whatever he's doing is being acknowledged and appreciated. Then again, you prefer him over other men. Yeah, you prefer him over other men. I cannot emphasize this enough, because seriously, you need to acknowledge that your husband is the king in that family, and you should treat him like a king he is. So you need to, small things. You really don't have to really think about it in a very complicated way. It's the small things. How do you receive him home when he comes back? Are you careful to know what he loves and ensure that you do it more oftenly? Do you highly think of him and highly speak of him out there? Do you make him feel like a king when he's in his space at home, when he's off the hustles and the bustles in the world out there? When he comes home, does he feel the warmth of reception and appreciation and acceptance from his wife? So if you haven't done it, please ensure that you add this to, what you're gonna get intentional in this year to make him feel like the king he is, then again, you esteem him. Yeah, you esteem him. By esteeming him, I mean, don't talk back at him. Yeah. Sometimes we try to communicate, but just be mindful about the words. Sometimes we have very good opinions, very good points and concerns that we want to raise, but how you bring it out really matters a lot. So don't speak back at him. Don't shout when addressing any issue. Just make him feel that you esteem him, you acknowledge him, you regard him highly, and you make him feel special, because he is indeed. And then you value his opinions. You value his opinion is another way of looking at the word respect. So what do I mean by this? As much as sometimes we as ladies, and many ladies out there I know, we feel that sometimes we need our space to be, Miss Independent, or sometimes you just want to feel like you can do some things on your own. You don't really have to depend on your husband's opinions. I strongly believe that having your husband's opinion on board speaks volumes to him. He's able to know that you regard him highly, like you appreciate his input. Like sometimes, even on small things like, Annie, what do you think we should make for dinner today? Means a lot to him. I mean, he needs to be made to feel that his opinion really counts in the family, even how you run your home. I know women, we are the homemakers, but you can also have his input on small details like, furnishing of the house, things that directly don't really concern them. It's also once in a while good to make them also air out their opinions on it. Then again, admire his wisdom and his character. Admire his wisdom and his character, and praise him for it. We all know that men are egoistic in nature, and the moment that you feel, that he feels that you acknowledge his wisdom, you acknowledge his character, he's carried himself out well, acknowledge it. He has brought in an idea that was awesome, that really came in through for you guys. Acknowledge it, praise him. Make him feel special, make him feel appreciated, make him feel that he's part of the success in your life. Like I often, from my own experience, I like letting my husband into my space so much, so that sometimes I feel like I actually go overboard, but I feel it's good. It makes him feel special in a way, because when he knows that he has a role to play in my life, and I look up to him for wisdom, I look up to him for counsel, I look up to him for guidance, I make him really feel the head he is. And I think that goes a long way in encouraging him even to continue being and playing the role that God has given him. Then another way of looking at this respect is regarding him, regarding him. And when I talk of regarding him, I mean, speaking fondly of him. Like out there publicly, why should you hold it back? Like, speak about your husband. Speak about him in public. You don't only need to do it when you're the two of us together. You can speak it out loudly out there. Just praise him and prefer him more than yourself. Like there's no better way to really emphasize this. When you know the place that he holds in your life, then you for sure regard him. You will prefer him more than yourself in many ways, because you believe in him, you believe in what he does, you believe in the contribution that he brings in your family, in your home. And this, of course, makes him feel special and unique. The seventh one is very, very interesting, and it is consider his needs and make them your top priority. Consider his needs and make them your top priority. What do I mean by this? um, when you understand the needs of your husband, you should ensure that you're so intentional in making his needs your priority, in making his needs his priority. And sometimes these needs include being as in like making him to feel needed. I don't know how many of us are like myself. I'd gotten to a point before I got married. I'd gotten to a point where I felt like I was like a Miss Independent in a way, and I could fix barbs on myself. I could do things on my own. I could just lift anything or carry anything. But when I got married, my perception changed when I came across this information that you need to make your husband feel needed. If he feels that he is not needed, his contribution is not needed, even in the small details like fixing the bulb or fixing that water tap or carrying things that are heavy, men want to feel needed. They want to feel that their masculine nature is being appreciated. Their energy that they bring along is being appreciated. Then again, also men, as much as they are stronger, the Bible refers to us as wives as the weaker vessels. But since they are also human, they need to be encouraged from time to time. So how many times do you encourage your husband? Probably he's going through a situation at work. Do you step into the shoes of being an encourager to him? Reassuring him that he's gonna make it, he's gonna succeed in whatever he's doing, and just stepping into the shoes. Probably is down, he's lost his job, he's feeling. Sometimes men really feel also really beaten down, and they need that hand of help and encouragement. Be that to him. Be an encourager to your husband. Be his companion. Yeah, God saw that it's not good for a man to be alone, and that's why he created the woman. The woman was meant to be a companion to the man, because he looked at the man and saw he was lonely in the Garden of Eden, and that's why the woman was created to be his companion. So do you let your husband get lonely out there until he has to get companion from his friends out there? Are you so busy with the children that you have no time for him? Please be his companion. He can tag you along even to watch that football. You can propose to have evening walks with him. Make him really feel that he got the companion he was looking for when he was single. Then be his cheerleader. This means a lot to him. When you believe in your husband's vision, you should be on the forefront to cheer him up, to ensure that you make him feel that you're always present. Even if no one else is there, he's assured that my wife is gonna be here and she's gonna cheer me on. Learn to just show some interest to what he loves, and encourage him and cheer him on as he pursues his career, as he pursues his talent and gifts, and as he goes around with his pursuing his purpose. So, and the last one is believe in him. Believe in his potential, believe in his abilities, believe in his talents, believe in his ambitions and dreams. Sometimes when your husband speaks his vision to you and you don't believe in him, you kill it from the onset. You kill that vision from the onset. But when you believe in him and encourage him, even when things don't really seem to be in place yet, or he's not anywhere close to where he's telling you he's going, just believe in him. By believing in him, you are putting confidence in him that he can do it no matter what, and he gets some level of assurance and confidence that there's no manner of limitation that can stand in between him and his vision. As long as my wife believes in me, then I know that I can make it. So you can explore to implement all these things we've talked about. Don't think about respect in a formatted way, the way that we've been thinking about it in past. Look at it in a broader perspective and make your husband feel respected. Make him feel accepted and appreciated in his space. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate. We are always looking forward to your feedback so that we know the areas that we need to improve in. We know the content that you're looking out for. And please just drop a comment down there and just air out your views on how we can make this show better. And of course, our aim and goal is always to inspire your lives, impact you in one way or the other and become a blessing in your lives in all aspects, either marital, in the business world, and all perspectives in parenting, in every way, because it's the desire of God for us to succeed in every area that He has called us for. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.